Today, karate is an international sport practiced by many people throughout the world. The International Shotokan Karate Federation represents a large group of people with the same inner attitude who admire karate not only as a sport, but also look at it in a much more extensive dimension. Though practiced as a competitive sport, true karate places special importance on mental attitude, i.e., karate exists to train the body as well as the mind. It is also an aim of the fighting art of karate to achieve perfection of the personality, and this means that karate should not only be appreciated as a competitive sport. By constant learning, constant training and improvement, you will get to know the way of karate, to like it and so ultimately reach well-being, leading to the perfection of man. This is the real purpose of karate. Here we can see how the personal mind of the trainee is calmed down. By achieving and maintaining this calm in each person, and by going into one's own inner self, you can live in peace with yourself and others. A person can achieve harmony with nature only if he himself is well poised. This means it is the purpose of karate to get on well and in peace with the world of man and nature in general, i.e. to achieve harmony with your fellow men and the universe. The contradiction between unity and plurality is neutralized. Everything is in one. We are all in one.
やはり人類社会との調和ができてこそ初めて自然との調和ができ、ひいては宇宙大自然との調和を図ることが空手道の修行の目的だと思っております。
Before sitting down to Mokuso, you are standing in Musubi Dachi. Here you should always have the feeling that your head is pushing upwards. Lower abdomen and navel are brought into a vertical line. In this position, you lower the upper part of your body upright into the sitting position Seiza. First the left knee touches the ground, then the right knee. Then you begin with Mokuso. For Mokuso, you breathe in through the nose. Your breath is passed down via the top of your head and the vertebral column to the anus, and absorbed in the lower area of the hara. You hold your breath for 2 or 3 seconds and breathe out via the pit of the stomach, chest and neck through your mouth. This is done 2.5 times or 3 times a minute. The reason is as follows. If you adjust your blood circulation, your own breath and consciousness to each other, your own spirit becomes harmonious and calm by practicing Mokuso. Thus you also achieve harmony with other people. If you harmonize with your fellow men, you also achieve harmony with the universe. Herein lies the special potential of karate training. Ideally, when breathing, only the area of the lower abdomen goes up and down during the breathing movement.
ここだけが動いて呼吸するのが一番理想的です。これは1、2、3、3秒間頭を下げて上げます。
For the greeting ray, your head is held towards the ground for 3 seconds and raised afterwards to the starting position, Seiza. This is practiced throughout the world in the same way. It does not have any special meaning, but as karate is mainly exercised in groups, everybody has to bow and raise their heads at the same time in order to avoid chaos. The atmosphere at the beginning of the training session is very important as karate begins as soon as all trainees become one with each other, so to speak. To avoid injuries and to improve your condition, it is essential to prepare your body for the following karate exercises before you begin with your training. The gymnastic exercises contribute to warming up and stretching your body and the whole muscular system. They are basically important to improve flexibility, especially in the hip area. Thus, you provide the basis for an effective and optimal karate movement. Because of lack of time, we can only show a part of a gymnastics program here. This teaching series is not designed to offer either a complete gymnastics program or a complete course of karate, and is no substitute for personal instruction. First, you spread your feet about 35 degrees outwards from the closed stance, Heisoku Dutch, to Musubi Dutch. Then spread your legs further, about shoulder width apart, to Shizen Tai and Hachi Dutch. The legs are set about double shoulder width apart to Shiko Dutch. The hip is lowered and the lower abdomen is pushed forward. The feet are still pointing outward. Kiba Dutch. The feet are turned inward so that the edges of the feet are parallel to each other, and you tense the knees outward. For Naihachi Dutch, the feet stand a little closer to each other. The step length of Zenkutsu Dutch is about the same as for Kiba Dutch. The legs are opened about shoulder width apart. The weight distribution is about 60% at the front and 40% at the rear. Tense the knee slightly outward. If the step length is a little shortened, we call the stance Moto Dutch. The stance Fudo Dutch is similar to Zenkutsu Dutch. Weight is distributed more or less equally on both legs. Approximately 45% of the weight is on the front leg and the knee is tensed strongly outward.
Heisoku Dachi. Musubi Dachi. Hachiji Dachi, Shizen Tai. Zenkutsu Dachi. Kokutsu Dachi. Kiba Dachi. 猫足立ち、三鎮立ち、眼角立ち、下げ足立ち、元立ち、虚立ち、四股足立ち、
Funakoshi Sensei's trainees were told to practice the karate stances in a deep posture, as shown here.
前屈立ち。後屈立ち。上段上げ受け。
For the forearm blocking age uke, the arm is raised diagonally forward to a position above the forehead. During the movement, the arms cross in front of the chest. Here the hip movement is important. Soto uke. The blocking arm is raised sidewards in a diagonal line behind your head. At the same time, you have to take care that your elbow is at ear level. By twisting your fist, you punch the forearm forward in a semicircle. Blocking is done from outside inwards. Uchi uke is blocking from inside outwards. Here the forearm is moved from the other side of the hip outwards. In the final position, the fist is at shoulder level, the hip twisted, the abdomen pushed forward, and the shoulder tensed back. Blocking is done with the inner side of the forearm. For the knife hand block Sto Uke, lift your arm next to your head. The open palm of the hand points to your ear. Your hand is brought forward to the side of your body in a cutting, semicircular movement. In the end position, the defending hand points outward with its edge. The withdrawing hand is pulled close to the solar plexus with the palm upward. The leg position is Kokutsu Dutch. Here you can see the blocking techniques we discussed at the beginning in a combination of various punches, strikes and kicks in motion.
Uchi uke. Stoke.
Chokuzuki. The starting stance is Shizen-tei. The edges of your feet are parallel to each other. Your left arm and hand are stretched in front of your body. While your right fist punches forward, your left arm and fist are brought back to your hip at the same time. At this action, both fists are twisted. Your breathing technique is very important. First you inhale through the nose, then when your fist has reached the ultimate front point, you exhale sharply from the abdomen through the mouth. To make the following technique, Jiyakuzuki clear, Kanazawa Shihan shows once again the exact hip movement. Jiyakuzuki. From the starting position, Zenkutsu Dutch, your front hand is placed at shoulder level and your rear fist is drawn back strongly to the hip. Shoulders and upper part of your body are strongly tensed backwards, while your fist punches forward by a powerful retracting of your front hand and a quick twist of your hip. You have to take care that your front knee doesn't move. The next form is Oizuki. For this you step forward in Zenkutsu Dutch and at the same time you punch. In addition to the speed of the punching arm, your body moves forward. Here again the reverse punch Jiyakuzuki, this time however seen in motion. Please notice the exact twisting of the hip.
Zero timing, okay? There are 2 Stunden 45. Next, okay? Dry, breathe, okay? 2, then dry.
Dovete male outside.
Hai, bitte. 1, 2.
Sono piazza sicura,
Drei!
Stück vor, rechts, links, verstoßen, links.
Sanbon Renzuki is a combination of Oizuki and Jiyakuzuki. When stepping forward, you punch at first with Jodan Oizuki and then twice with Chudanzuki.
3本ストライク1つ。
はい、OK、ローカー、OK、はい。はい。スパイ。クリア。はい。
Of all the kicking techniques, Mae Geri is the form which can be learned most easily. The foot is kicked forward by raising your leg sharply and by a snapping motion of the knee. Hold your body height as constant as possible. The upper part of body and abdominal muscles are tensed, and the arms are in a diagonal position on both sides of the body. Stretch your leg with a snapping motion and withdraw it. Your ankle must be tensed and your toes must be drawn in. It's important that your head, the upper part of your body and your hip form a vertical line. Abdomen and bottom have to be tensed.
回し蹴りあるな。回し蹴り。
The roundhouse kick, mawashi geri, is brought to its target in a wide circular motion. For this, lift your leg sideways to the body. Don't let the foot dangle. By swinging your hip, you snap forward from the knee in a whipping motion. The side snap kick, Yoko Geri Keage, is performed at first from Heisoku Dutch. To do this, bend your knees slightly, lift your left leg so that the sole of your foot is close to the leg above the knee, and the knee points outward. Hit the edge of your foot upwards in a semicircular motion, and then withdraw it immediately to the starting position. For the technique Yoko Geri Kekomi, you must also lift your leg so that your foot reaches a position above the knee. The sole of your foot points to the ground and your knee forwards. While kicking your leg sidewards, your abdomen and hip must be thrust forward. Now Kanazawa Shian will show us the various kicking techniques in motion.
はい、回し蹴り。はい、横蹴り、手上げて。はい、手こぎ。はい、手上げ、手こぎ。
First twist your hip backwards, turn your glance, turn the upper part of your body, and at the same time lift your leg below the body and kick it backwards. Hereby your leg must be stretched, withdrawn and set down in Zenkutsu Dachi.
Come on. 待て。はい、やめ。
In this final part, we will show you the forms of training, combinations, and flexibility exercises, which are absolutely essential for anyone aspiring to achieve the first Dan.
2、はいよ、はい。2、3、4、気合い。6、はい、アインコマンド。はい、アインコマンド。はい、トン。はい、ゲランバーに変えて。はい、これはフロムから1、2、はい、ゲラ逆に構えて。OK、フロムから1、前に、2、
ちなみに逆です。
いきます。素早く1、2、はい、アインコマンド。OK。上はアインコマンド。正解。はい、よーい。はい、気合い。3名。経験早く。はい、やべえ。はい。どうします。はい、いいですか。はい、で、頑張らいいよ。ほいで。はい、振りかまえて。これ、鏡に反対になるね。鏡の方に見た方がいいな。はい、はい、やばい。はい。あと最後、ベターね。はい、頑張らい。ほいで。はい、よい。今度はこれからね。アイ。フェイスアタック。スパイ。ミドル、スタマックアタック。ドライブ。フェイスアタック。ね、フェイスアタック。で、フィア。フェイスアタック。スタマックアタック。And then again come back. はいよい。はい。1、2、3、4、5、6、7。はい。はい。Next. Okay. Next, eat. はい、おい。よし。Next, 上段回し、打った変化。はい、おい。 ですか。はい、下段払いよーい、ファイティ。はい、腰に手を当てて。はい、1、2、3、4。はい、右手はそのままね。レース、ハールテン、はい、リンクスフロント。ですから、はい、これから今度はこういうふうにやりますね。1って言ったら、ね、手刀なんですね。少しですね。2、はい、よーい。よし !2、3、4、はい、気合い。そう、very good。はい。プッシング、プッシング、プッシュアップ、very important ですね。はい、今度はい、パンチ。はい。これからワンス、ランサム、はい、1。
逆必須。
2、はい、締めですが、OK、オンリーね。ツルクス、ゲラーね、2した。ノーにください。はい、スピード。よし !2、3、4、はい、気合い。はい、アイコマンド。ね。一挙だ。はい。よしそう。はい、気合い。3、はい。はい、はい、ランさん。はい、12分空いて。はい、な、フローヘア。オッケー。1、フィッシング。2、フルバイ。オッケー。2強だ。スライクマンないよ。はい。気合い。はい、アインコマン。はい。なあ、オッケー、一緒。マーク、クイックリ、オッケー。はい。はい、パンチ。よし。はい、気合い。3、はい、よめ。
はい。